If you noticed my community posts a couple of weeks ago or have been following me on Twitter or Facebook, you'll know that our cat Bonnie unexpectedly passed away. I mention this here because she has put in an appearance in some of my videos and I've mentioned her quite a lot on my Twitter feed. Obviously, this has been a difficult time for us and anybody who has lost a pet will understand that. Thank you for all of your kind messages. We're fine, but Bonnie did take a very active role in the life of our little family, and so it is going to take some time to adjust. If you'd like to know a bit more about exactly what happened, I've put links in the video description to a couple of Facebook posts that I made at the time. Meanwhile, we still have Clyde, and he's doing fine, and life goes on, so let's get on with life. In my last video, I talked about the German Basic Law, which came into effect 70 years ago. But as some of you have pointed out, I made a mistake. I spoke about the Eternity Clause, which I said protects the first 20 articles of the Basic Law, but it turns out that I misread my source. It doesn't protect Articles 1 to 20, but Articles 1 and 20. Oops. Still, this is apparently a common mistake, so I don't feel that bad about it. Some of you may have noticed that the last couple of videos I've made have looked and sounded a little bit different. The reason for that is that until recently I have been using this camera to make this kind of vlog, but it's getting old now and increasingly unreliable. When it got to the point that it was taking me nearly a whole day to film a 5-minute vlog, I decided that the time had come to finally ditch it, and so now I've switched to using my big camera, the one that I usually use outdoors. It took me a while to get used to that because it's not really made for this sort of thing and it doesn't work in quite the same way. But a big problem was this microphone. It plugged directly into my old camera, but not into this one. So instead, I plugged it into this audio recorder. Now, I've been using this for a while with a different microphone for voiceover commentaries, and it's worked okay. Not brilliantly, but I assumed that for me, using semi-professional audio equipment is just really difficult to get right, and there was something I was doing wrong. But when I plugged this microphone into the audio recorder, the sound quality was way below what I was used to. Maybe you didn't notice, but I certainly did. So I did a bit of experimenting. I took the other microphone and I first plugged it into the audio recorder and made a quick recording, and then I tried it plugged directly into the camera. This is what I got.
Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went the lamb was sure to go. Mary had a little lamb, you've heard this tale before, but did you know she passed her plate and had a little more?
Now, I don't know about you, but I think it sounds much better plugged directly into the camera. It turns out that my audio recorder sucks. But I can't use the other microphone for vlogs like this because it would have to be right in front of my face. This microphone has a 3.5mm jack plug which doesn't plug into my camera's XLR inputs. So for a moment, I thought that I was going to have to spend a lot of money on a new microphone. Or not. The easiest and cheapest solution is a simple adapter, and that's what I'm using now, and that's why this video sounds the way it sounds. Now you can compare it with my previous 2 videos, and maybe you won't hear any difference, but personally I think that this is a vast improvement. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to send me a postcard, here's the address. And don't forget to visit my website and follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Also, if you'd like access to special bonus content and help with the costs of running this channel, please consider making a small monthly donation on Patreon.